Welcome to another podcast of Iconic Entertainment. Glad to have all of y'all on board watching this live, of course. Today I'm gonna go straight into it. I wanted to just get on here to like dive into the topic of the Daredevil season 3 of Born Again because I just felt like after watching that season finale like two times already, I just really just thoroughly enjoyed it. So I really wanted to dive into it a little bit more. So as far as like with the whole breakdown and everything, so people that happen to not see my spoiler review, it's okay, but I do have it uploaded here to the channel. If you happen to want to check it out, you definitely can. Um, so as far as like with Daredevil, so we know that now that he's in prison and stuff like that. Now we know that this show particularly is going to take place, going towards Spider-Man Brand New Day. So this is pretty much the connection of this show towards the Spider-Man, of course, and whatnot. And been seeing a lot of videos and stuff like that, and I do feel like we may see Daredevil in Spider-Man Brand New Day to where now, like I said, he's locked up in prison. So that could be the scene that we happen to see in the trailer, of course, where Spider-Man was fighting up against the Hand, can possibly be the person that he could be breaking out of prison, of course. So it makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? I hardly doubt if Daredevil not in that movie, you know what I'm saying? It would really take me by surprise because I mean it would just be like a whole skip over for them to just had a Hand and not Daredevil, of course. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really think he's really in it, you know. And then on top of that, like I said, as far as like with season 3 of Born Again, I'm curious to see how they're gonna really go about with these defenders. Because we know that the defenders are definitely coming. We've seen all the leaked photos and stuff like that. I've made plenty of videos as far as like with the defenders and stuff like that too, dealing with Luke Cage, which of course we got Luke Cage in the season finale, of course, which that was a huge gem that they dropped on us. So I'm really enjoying that and everything because it's good to see my boy, Michael Coulter as Luke Cage come back and everything. Now that he's a family man, having a daughter, whatnot, and everything, and of course, with him, being with Jessica Jones, of course. So we're gonna dive in a little bit more with that story going towards season 3. So I'm curious to see how they're gonna really go about that. Um, then plus, of course, we know about as far as like with the head boss of the Hand. We seen him sitting side by side with Bullseye when they happen to be on the plane. Now there's been rumors and stuff going around that he could be possibly meeting up with the new Avengers, which of course that's the Thunderbolts. And I made a video about that as far as like what Bullseye, happened to want to with the actor himself actually mentioned that he did want to team up with the new Avengers, of course. You know what I'm saying? So it would make perfect sense, for Bullseye to go ahead and, be a part of that team because like I said, he turned over a new leaf and he don't want to do the same things he was doing before, as far as like being a villain and everything. So yeah, the man wants to actually be a hero. And I'm completely behind that. You know what I'm saying? Then of course we know that for a fact because I did see an article about it not too long ago. He is going to be getting a brand new suit. So the new suit that he get, I really feel like this next one is going to be very comic book accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like the one that we seen that happened in this past season 2, of course, that one was nice. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? But this one is going to be like really on scale. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this new suit. So once they happen to have any photos of it, I'm gonna definitely make sure I make a video for it and everything. But overall, guys, like I say, I'm just so pumped to see season 3 because like I mentioned all throughout that review that I did. I absolutely love season 2. It just had me so hyped to see what's next for the MCU. And not and to point this out to a lot of people. Now, to a lot of you that happen to watch season 2 of Daredevil Born Again of that season finale, of course, now this is going into a big thing for the MCU. Like this was big for the MCU because we got the reveal of Matt Murdock, with him, putting himself out there, letting them know that he is Daredevil and everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they really took some big leaps with this. You know what I'm saying? So now, like I said, it connects with Spider-Man Brand New Day. Then of course we got the Punisher, One Last Kill, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, we got to see what's going on with that. Because remember, the last time we seen the Punisher was in the first season of Daredevil Born Again. And of course, we know that Wilson Fisk had him locked up or whatnot. But he, of course, we know that he wasn't gonna stand there for long, so he ended up breaking out. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get some stuff going with that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to figure out what's going on with that and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I think that they're gonna really answer it. You know, they may answer it in the special presentation, but I think they're really gonna answer it like, you know, how he probably like broke out and everything and like Spider-Man Brand New Day. So we may get our closure for that in that movie, of course, you know what I'm saying? But it could happen in the Punisher. So keep an eye open on that as well, too, though. You know what I'm saying? But yes, guys, I'm so pumped for season three. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and we're gonna get all the defenders, we're gonna get Iron Fist, which of course Iron Fist is pretty much the last person that you know we pretty much that's pretty much left that we haven't seen yet, you know, as far as like, you know, with the whole defenders and everything. You know what I'm saying? But once he come, it's game over. You know what I'm saying? It's game over. And yeah, I just really feel like it's gonna be so great to see all these original iconic characters, you know, come back and to see them go up against Wilson, well, not just Wilson Fisk, but Kingpin, of course, you know, him and his task force and everything, you know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna need a team. They definitely gonna need a team. They're gonna need an army to be able to take this man out. And I think once they get the defenders together, we're gonna be actually be able to see that and everything. So that is the good thing about it. To everybody that's coming on board, what's going on? JPOS 9352, what's going on? What's going on, Fent? Joe Lewis, 5079. Uh, yeah, how's it going, man? Um, Yes, but yeah, like I said, I'm just so excited for this. I cannot wait to see what they happen to do with season three. You know, because of all the different twists and turns that they went about with it. Now, I did see some people comments on like Facebook and everything when people was talking about like it was actually a post. Somebody mentioned that they were a little bit like with mixed feelings as far as like with the ending for season two of Daredevil Born Again, you know, with Wilson Fisk, of course, you know, happened to like be on like this beach and everything with just the water and stuff like that. While of course we got Matthew Murdock in jail or whatnot. And so here's the thing. I'm gonna just point this little detail out. So they had something from like the comic books where that's actually how it was in the comic books where he was just like left on the beach with just nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was just him. You know, so they had a match for it. They definitely had a match for it. So that's why I'm pretty much bringing it up. But yeah, they definitely had a match for it. Um, Peace upon you. I appreciate that. I appreciate peace upon you too. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they definitely had a photo of that where it had matched up with that particular scene, you know, when Wilson Fisk was on that beach and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to really like feel left out in the dark, but I know it's still some things where we still gotta really connect on, like once we dive into season three and everything, Daredevil Born Again. But like I said, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be fantastic. Then of course we got Heather Glenn, of course. You know, Heather Glenn, with her becoming Muse. I did a video on that as well too, as far as like with her, you know, having a whole entire costume and everything. Because now, you know, with her working with Wilson Fisk, she just went down a deeper rabbit hole for her, and she pretty much not gonna be able to get out of it. She pretty much has officially joined that dark side. You know what I'm saying? And they showed us that very quickly when she had tried the mask on. You know what I'm saying? When she was at her place and everything. So it's really going crazy. Greetings from Turkey. Greetings to you too. Greetings to you too, Yusuf. If I'm pronouncing it correctly, I'm sorry if I'm not. But yeah, greetings to you too. But yeah, yeah, they got a lot of things really going on, and yeah, it left on such a huge like just a cliffhanger, man. Then of course we know about Buck getting shot and everything. You know, 9 times out of 10, I don't think Buck is dead. I just think that he's going to end up recovering in the hospital. You know, but I don't necessarily think that he's dead. But he did get hit though, pretty hard though. You know, but yeah, it was just a lot. Then of course we also know that we also going to be getting Electra. So of course, the Electric that we're gonna be getting is the one from the Netflix show, which of course her name is Elodie Young, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Elodie Young. You know, but of course we seen her in the Defenders and everything when she was in the Netflix and stuff like that. So they already got it to where her being a part of the show and everything, because they had like the photos and whatnot, with her doing her training exercises and stuff like that. So she's definitely gonna be in it. She's definitely gonna be in it. I thought she was gonna be in this season, due to the fact of how they did the first episode when Daredevil was, a bit unconscious and everything, and he was happening to be thinking about his friend Foggy, and then we happened to see those blades and stuff like that. I thought that was our sign where we was going to end up seeing Electra in the next episode, but then again, I was wrong. So it ended up being Bullseye. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So they get to save her. Going towards the next season, so that's something to really be excited about. But yeah, I'm pumped. I'm definitely pumped. My name is Yusuf. Okay, okay. Yep, yep. I see it on here. I'm sorry that you don't speak English. Let me see if I can use the. Let me see if I got. Let me see something. Oh no, that's my mute button. Uh, I don't know where I would have to really go to. Um, Automatic chat translation. Um, I have it on automatic English translation, so it should be able to, so that way you can be able to understand what I'm saying. But I do have it on automatic for like the settings for English translation. Um, yeah, because I don't think. Yep, it's not that button. Yep. Yep. I don't see nothing else for it. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Yep, I don't know. But yeah, I thought I had it. I I figured that I had it in English transaction though. Um, yep, I don't see anything, so I don't know. Let me see. Do 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 do. Channel activity. Powers user. Channel activity. Do. Nope, I'm not trying to do that. Um, let me see. Let me exit. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Nope, I'm not trying to do that either. Uh, I cannot find it. To anybody that's coming on board that happen to not um understand English, I do have it on automatic translation to where it can, go into English, so that way people can like understand what it is that I'm saying in this live stream, of course. So I do apologize to anyone that is watching this live stream, if you're not able to like understand the language that I'm speaking and everything. So I'm completely sorry, and but I hope I'm gonna see next time if I happen to get on board to make sure that it's in translation. But I thought that I did, because even through this setting that I'm looking at, it says that it says that it's automatic chat translation um where anybody that comes on board, they could just understand what I'm saying. Maybe I had to look into like the subtitles or something like that, like the captions closed, and then I can and then that way it'll pop up, so that way the viewers of course could come on board, and then they could just see what I'm saying. But I do apologize if you're not understanding what I'm saying or whatnot. But yeah, I'm glad everybody that's happening, to anybody that's coming on board of this live, make sure that you like it, share, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy, seeing these streams, seeing my updates, videos, and stuff like that, and everything. Because I'm always updating brand new material here to Iconic Entertainment. As far as like music, movies, sports, games, all that good stuff. So I'm always uploading all different sorts of different topics here to the channel. So if you enjoy this channel, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let a friend know and everything. So they'll know about the channel and everything, because I always have updated news here at Iconic Entertainment, especially when it comes to like Marvel and DC content and like Netflix content and all that other good stuff, of course. But like I was saying, guys, as far as like with the whole Daredevil thing, um I just cannot wait for Daredevil Born Again season 3. Like I said, I know we're gonna get the Defenders as well, because that's kind of pretty much already been confirmed. We know that Jessica Jones is coming back. We know that Iron Fist is going to be on board, because from the photos that we happen to see, of course, we already know about Luke Cage because the season finale that we end up getting from the reveal. And yeah, and then of course we got Electra that's also coming on board as well too, because she already, in the workout, gym and stuff like that, getting herself in shape and stuff like that and everything. So that way she'll be prepared you know, to be ready once they happen to start shooting and filming and everything for season 3, of course, which they pretty much done. So like they only got like one last script left that they're actually working on, but they're pretty much done with season 3 though. So it's definitely set up to where they got it to where they want it and everything. So that's a good sign. That's a very good thing. But yeah, I'm definitely excited, but let me know what y'all actually think about what it is that we'll possibly be getting in season 3 of Daredevil Born Again. Like, what characters that you happen to want to see, some characters that I may not have mentioned that are probably left out that you probably want to discuss. Um, as far as like what's gonna be next for Daredevil, along with Matthew Murdock and everything, was gonna be his next move now that he's in prison or whatnot and everything. And yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, y'all gotta let me know how y'all actually feel about it. Oh, I actually want to talk about Wilson Fisk because I made a video about that as well too, because I know that they have photos of him as well. Because he actually has a different look. To anybody that haven't not seen the video, it's okay. So in one of the photos that I happen to reveal, of course, see, he has a different look. He's like much, like a older, kind of like character and everything as Wilson Fisk and whatnot with the beard and everything. And with the look that he actually has, as far as like with him having the goatee and the beard and all and everything else, so he could be actually turning a new. I'm not saying that he is, but it's a possibility where he could be turning a new leaf to where he happens to want to have a change of heart and wants to do things differently and actually want to like grow and mature. You know what I'm saying? As far as like his character wise, because of what he was dealing with as far as like the death of Vanessa or whatnot. But then again, on the flip side, he could actually just be that monster that he's going to continue to unleash, like we seen in the season finale. Now, honestly, I think that he may still remains as that monster. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I happen to see in that season finale, it doesn't look like he's gonna let that grief go anytime soon. And then again, he may not never let that grief go of Vanessa and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because that really hit him hard because everything that he actually did it for Vanessa. Like he was literally crazy about Vanessa. You know what I'm saying? He was madly in love with her. You know what I'm saying? So he will go to hell and back for her. You know what I'm saying? So that's how much he cared about Vanessa. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as like with him, like I say, as far as like with the look that he has now for season 3, it's just I don't really know how he's gonna really, turn out. Like as far as like character wise, like is he going to be like that monster that we've seen, or is he going to be that man to where he comes into a different place and to where he don't want to do the same things that he was doing before, as being kingpin and as he was running for mayor, being Wilson Fisk or whatnot, and having the task force terrorize everybody and everything, you know what I'm saying? Turning the people into prison, having them caged as prisoners. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just all about what it is that where Wilson Fisk's mindset is at, you know what I'm saying? So that's mainly where we're gonna know what kind of like character we're gonna get as far as like Wilson Fisk and everything for season 3. So that's something to write really for us to really think on and to really just see what it is that they're gonna really do with that. But honestly, I think that he may be that one to actually just grow and evolve. So we'll just have to see. But that one is like a little bit of a toss in the air right now. So that one I'm a little bit unsure of. But that's just like what I was able to like really get from like the photos that I happen to see of him though and everything. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know as far as like what y'all actually think that we'll get what character that we'll get of Wilson Fisk. Like, do y'all think he's gonna just be that kingpin like we got from the Netflix days, you know what I'm saying, to where he was just unleashing and just going crazy on everybody? Or do y'all think he's actually gonna actually change, you know what I'm saying, and come into a place of maturity to where he wanna do things a little bit differently? But then again, like I say, I don't know about him wanting to change because we got the defenders coming into this scenario. So it's about to be a whole entire thing. So I don't I that one like I said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But like I said, I'm just so excited to see what they're going to have in store for season 3 of Daredevil Born Again. But yeah, just some theories I just wanted to throw out here on this stream that everybody that happens to be a part of and everything. And I'm glad that all of you are watching it or whatnot. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what it is that y'all actually think that we're going to actually get as far as like for season 3 of Daredevil Born Again. What y'all think we're going to get of Wilson Fisk as far as like character wise or whatnot. What do y'all think is next for Matthew Murdock? Do you think we're gonna, I'm saying, is he gonna be able to, get out of, prison, stuff like that? Which 9 times out of 10, I'm quite sure that he's gonna, end up getting out of prison because he's not gonna remain there forever, of course, you know what I'm saying? Because the man is a hero, of course, you know what I'm saying? He's just paying his dues, of course, from the things that he did in the past when he was when he, was Daredevil, of course. You know what I'm saying? But I'm quite sure he's not gonna remain in there throughout the entire season. I don't think he's going to remain in there for the entire season. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we got the defenders coming into the scenario, and yeah, they're going to need him, of course. Like even though they're going to, take on the task force, but they still going to need Daredevil. You know what I'm saying? And but then again, it's his show, you know. But yeah, curious to hear all you guys' thoughts, concerns, and everything else and whatnot. Just to see what y'all actually think about it. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get on here and just chat about it because I felt like it was just necessary to go ahead and discuss different things of what it is that we can expect for season 3 and the connection that we're actually going to get with Spider-Man Brand New Day, because like I said before, this show of course is definitely connected with Spider-Man Brand New Day. So the events, everything that happened is pretty much just going towards the movie, of course, you know what I'm saying? So this just gets us even more excited and pumped to actually see that film and everything, because we already know that the movie's gonna it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome, you know what I'm saying? And the next thing we'll end up getting, of course, is the Avengers Endgame, which of course is going to be the re-release, of course, where we'll get some new footage, and then of course the post-credit scenes to where it's going to be connected with Avengers Doomsday. Then of course after that we got Avengers Doomsday, which of course that's what everybody really waiting for, going towards in December of the 17th of this year. So that's going to be very, very exciting for us to see, because there's going to be a lot of epic battles and just a tons of fun to see all these iconic characters to really just interact with each other and just being able to cross paths and into other different worlds, and to see how they're going to all team up to go up against Dr. Doom or whatnot. So that's going to be just a fun, exciting experience for all of us once we hit the theaters to go see that movie. So I'm just so excited, man. I'm so excited for everything that's coming towards like the MCU or what they got planned next, especially with Punisher special presentation on the way. We got like a couple of days into that, and until that gets released and whatnot. So that's going to be fun to watch. And then yeah, like I said, we got Spider-Man Nora that's coming as well too, which is towards the end of this month. And I'm probably going to be back and forth, like watching it in black and white and watching it in the color, because they're going to have it in black and white and in color. We'll have the best of both worlds to like watch it either way we want to watch it and whatnot. So that's going to be another fun experience to actually enjoy. So yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff to that's coming for Marvel. So it's just a great time to actually just be a fan of the fandom, of course. You know what I'm saying? And I love discussing these type of topics and everything else with you all, of course, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just good to, hear different ideas and different theories from other viewers and the audience as well, just to see what y'all actually think about it or whatnot. But like I said, let me know what you guys actually think about all of this in the comment section down below. Then again, like I say, like, share, and subscribe here at Iconic Entertainment if you enjoy all the content that's being brought to you here to this channel, whatnot. And I'll see you guys again soon, so it won't be too long or whatnot. I am going to do the music review for the Chris Brown. I don't know if the video will be up by today, but I will definitely have a video up for the review for the Chris Brown album. So definitely keep I open for that as well too. And yeah, like I said, I'll talk to you guys again soon. So I'm glad everybody came aboard to watch this stream, of course. And just stay tuned. I'm out.